who didn't blow. He essentially
Didn't blow down at the police station.
Didn't blow up the police station. Essentially, based on our arguments at the hearing, his coordination test where he looked wasted were thrown out, and the portable test where he actually did blow a .16, I believe, got thrown out as well.
Wow. Well, if you believe the test, he was plastered.
Well, the thing is,
But you don't know if the test is right. That's
Yeah.
a great job.
So I think
As RJ said on Periscope, great job.
Oh, really? Thank
Yes.
you, RJ.
Yeah. So that was a great job. What more can we say? The same telephone number, by the way, to call on the radio is the same number to reach David Moreno, is the same number to make an appointment with immigration. It's 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Now, Squeeze and David, we had a caller earlier today that's been on hold for about 20 minutes now, Robert. And
Can I ask a quick question?
Sure,
This
sure.
is quick
Yeah.
before we'll move on to
Okay.
that. This one is for David Moreno, our criminal defense attorney. Is it true that if you have more than two, when you're up to 3 DUI or DWI, you lose your license permanently in New York State?
It's again not that hard and fast. Now, I'm assuming for these purposes you're talking about you've been convicted of 3 misdemeanor DWIs, right? No violations.
Right.
Yeah, you are. It's a DMV decision. It's discretionary, but yes, you will be eligible to have a lifetime revocation of your license.
There you go.
a lifetime.
Yeah. One thing before we go away from
What
this,
happens if you move to New Jersey?
different state.
It's different.
Different
You
state.
can drive in Jersey,
So
but
then
you can't drive in New
so you
York.
don't have a lifetime ban in New Jersey. Then.
Correct.
You would have to actually to be able to drive. You would have to move. And
So
that's
you
it.
Uber in New York.
Uber
right.
everywhere. But what I
Well,
was
no,
I
you would
know
be
about
you would be
this.
able to drive in New York with a New Jersey license.
not
No.
if you're privileged to drive in New York
No.
suspended. You
Oh,
can't go
really?
get a
Your
license in another
Privileges are
state. Absolutely
suspended,
not.
dude. No.
Even
no,
with a
no,
New
no.
Jersey
No.
license.
Never.
No driving whatsoever.
Yeah, your driving privilege in this state
That's actually
is
I
revoked.
learned something new
Correct.
Oh,
Right.
there you go. You want to know how I know Brad?
because it's happened to somebody you know.
Yes, very much so. Thank God I'm not that person.
Yes.
That got that far.
I remember
But-
years ago, Squeeze called me up. He goes, "Should I blow?" I go, "What? What are you asking me?"
With no context.
With no context.
Wow.
No context whatsoever.
But let me say quickly before we go to was it Robert's question?
Yes.
We always see clients in DWI situations. The cops ask them, "Have you been drinking tonight?" And the default answer all the time. Do you know what it is, Brad?
Just one or two.
It's always, "I've had 2 beers."
Just 2 beers.
Everybody just goes and thinks it's okay to say they have 2 beers.
It's not
We
okay.
just say no.
You just say no or ask for your lawyer.
Right.
You know, say no or ask for your lawyer. There's no reason on God's green earth for you to give the police evidence that's going to convict you, because what you've just admitted to the police is, "Yeah, I've been drinking."
You're implicating yourself.
Okay, and then the DA, if they're smart, they can say, "Yeah, he said 2, but it probably was 6." You know what I mean?
Right.
So never, ever, even if you had 1, tell them that you had any alcohol. "Have you been drinking tonight, sir?" No.
By the way, on Facebook, Nikel Grant says, "They are good. I saw results in 1 week." Carol Anderson, the Tiger, says, "Hi, David." Dawn says, "Great to see David on the show." Michael says, "The lawyer is in the house." Marilyn says, "Great job." And Dawn repeated, "Great team, Brad, all in one package." So thank you all.
Nice stuff about
All nice
page
stuff.
21.
Yes, and page 21, too.
Squeeze, where are you?
Squeeze.
I am in a warm climate.
Squeeze has been warped into another galaxy right now.
I'm not friends with you at the moment, Squeeze.
Yes.
He's on his hammock.
Yes, he's on his hammock in Jamaica. All right, 1-800-529-5465.
Okay, what about
So,
that guy?
We're going to go to Robert now. So Robert called earlier in the show. We're going to go to him right now. And let me get Robert on the phone, and then I'll give his situation. Robert, you there still?
Yes, I'm still
Okay,
here.
thank you for listening. So Robert called. We got David Moreno, and Robert called early in the show, and he said that he this is what what he said to us. He said, "I have been falsely accused by my wife of sexually abusing our daughter, or his daughter and the wife's stepdaughter, and they are now doing some sort of psychological counseling of the daughter to determine if that child has been coached on what to say." I'm not exactly sure if Robert has been arrested or what's going on, and he wanted to know, his question was, I don't know what the situation is with Robert, and his question was, if it's determined that the wife coached the daughter, would that be a crime? And I said, you know what, we got David coming on in a few minutes. He is the criminal defense attorney. Let's save it for David.
Correct. Making a false report to the police is absolutely a crime in
Right.
New York. As simple as that, Robert. That's the answer.
Are you?
Now, it's up to the DA's discretion whether or not they're going to prosecute her for that. but making a false statement to the police is a crime.
Are you right now going through the criminal law process, Robert, yourself?
Well, what happened was
Robert, be careful what you say on the radio.
Careful what you say on the radio,
okay?
because whatever you
Okay.
say can and will be used against you if somebody's listening.
all right. What happened was it was unfounded, but it came back again.
Robert,
the ring-
stop. Just question: are you going through the criminal law process right now?
No,
Are there any charges up against you at this moment?
no.
Okay, so the answer to your question was now, were there charges and they were dropped?
Yeah, no. There was unfounded.
Unfounded,
There was no
unfounded
charges.
charges. All right, so,
Yes.
so who is taking your child into psychological counseling right now?
Well, I think the mother is taken, but I think Children's
Children's
Services
Services
is
involved.
going to be doing the forensic
All right.
therapy.
You know what I would
But
say?
the
One
the
second,
mother has a
Robert.
green card.
Robert, I don't want you to say anything that would affect you in this case or anything else on public airwaves. And also, this, by the way, this is saved on Facebook and YouTube and Periscope for the rest of eternity, what you're saying right now. So the
Right.
answer to your question, as I think about it more, is you shouldn't really say anything. But the answer to your question, and David, if you disagree with me, say something. But the answer to your question is, yes, if the wife has made a false claim, that could be a criminal action. And if you want to talk about this particular situation, best off in an attorney-client privilege
She also has a
conversation.
green card.
Yes, hold on. I think this needs an attorney-client privilege conversation, I think, right?
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Just give us a call. We'll
All
talk
right,
to you off
all
the
right.
air
So
for sure.
I think he needs to talk off the air.
Good talking to you, Robert.
All right. Squeeze,
Yep.
do we want to go to rapid fire now?
I think we should go to rapid fire.
All right.
Knock out a few. I'll knock out a few.
Why are you breaking up?
That was weird.
SMG can knock out a few.
Yeah, all right. So he's breaking up, Squeeze, but because he must have went into the water, and sometimes when he goes into the water, the salt
Breaking up.
the salt water,
You're
you know,
breaking up.
the salt water from Jamaica.
I'm breaking up with whom?
Yeah, we're breaking up with whoever, with us. Sometimes the salt water gets into his phone, and has all sorts of problems.
Yeah.
Got a
So,
waterproof phone, man.
all right, rapid fire time.
All right, so I'm going to answer Aubrey's question here. She said, you mentioned in your program before, if I have a permanent resident parent, I will qualify for the provisional waiver. Do I need to be single to use my permanent resident parent? I also have 2 American children with autism. Am I really qualified to apply? My mother, by the way, got her green card from my American citizen sister.
Say that again.
All of it?
Yes. didn't
If
understand
you
the
have a
question.
permanent resident parent, will that allow this person to qualify for a provisional waiver? Do they need to be
Yes.
single to use the permanent resident parent?
No, they don't need to be single.
They have two.
Permanent resident parent would allow it.
They have 2 American children with autism.
Yes.
Okay, so they're qualified.
Yes, because the hardship would be that if they were stuck back home, there's no treatment for the children with autism back home, and then all of a sudden now this grandparent is responsible for 2 autistic children, which would be an extreme and unusual hardship to the grandparent. So you'd bring the children in that way, probably.
This one says, my friend came here as a visitor last year. She filed all her paperwork. She got her work permit and social. Her interview is ready to schedule. Her grandfather is dying. Would she be able to get an advanced parole to go see him? And will it be a problem for her to come back?
If she filed an adjustment application, she could absolutely get an advanced parole. It will not be any problem whatsoever.
All right. If someone who has a green card and is filing for their spouse since September but has only received the receipt number, what is the next step? Or should they come in and see you?
Come see me, because I don't know if you're a resident, citizen. I mean, the step should be adjustment or provisional waiver. I'm not sure where we're at.
All right. And to make an appointment, it's 1-800-529-5465.
All right.
Squeeze?
Squeeze?
No, keep going, SMG, because my thing, since I started turning my thing sideways, my questions go off the screen like you said.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, all right, squeeze. When you're in Jamaica, try to keep your thing straight up and down.
Oh, it's always straight in Jamaica.
All right, it's
everywhere.
always straight in Jamaica.
Everywhere.
David's just shaking
This
his
is a
head.
casual thing on the show.
David's
by the
just
way.
shaking his head,
It
saying,
always
"You're
goes
saying
there.
what?
What's happening?
What's happening
No
here?"
judgment from me. Just keep me out of it.
Raquel here says, if your mother is a U.S. citizen and she is filing for her adult children, but one of the children came to the USA and gave birth and went back to Jamaica, will that affect the filing process? And if her daughter
Yes.
accepted Medicaid for the baby, will that affect the filing process
Yes,
as well?
the embassy's going to be very angry.
So she should definitely give you a call.
Yes.
1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LawLink. Next question is, good afternoon. If you are filing for an adult child who has a visiting visa, when the visa expired, would immigration renew the visa when they see that she's being filed for?
No, most likely it'll be denied.
Okay. Tracy Ann asked where in Jamaica Squeeze is.
On a hammock on the beach.
2 questions from YouTube is, I'm a valid green card holder traveling in June to Jamaica on my Jamaican passport. Should I go, or what precautions should I take?
As long as you have a valid visa, go. Why not? There's no precautions to take.
All right. Shelley asked, can I file for my citizenship through marriage if I owe IRS taxes and on a payment plan with them?
As long as you're on a payment plan with them and you're up to date on your payment plan, you can do your citizenship.
Okay, great. So far, that's what we have.
All right. So David.
Yeah.
No, the David here, but you're Squeeze.
Which one?
I don't know. Either one. Oh, we got 3 Davids here.
We do.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Trifecta.
The trifecta.
The Trinity.
Right. Can you imagine if you all said yes at the same time?
Yes.
I think the
Yes.
world might implode.
And we have 2 Nickies. 3 Davids, 1 Brad.
Walk into a bar. What happens
Welcome
next?
to the bar. 3 Davids, 2 Nickies, and 1 Brad walk into a bar. Brad picks up the tab.
I tell you what. I'll buy
Right.
every one of you the next round of drinks when we go out if you can answer this question
What is
within
this question?
60 seconds.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
5 men walked into a bar. Why didn't the 6th?
Why didn't the 6th?
Yeah.
Again, no
5,
judgment, but I'm staying out.
5 men walk into the bar. Why didn't the 6th?
5 men walked into a bar. Why didn't the 6th?
I don't know. I'm never going to figure it out.
David's?
No context here, Squeeze. I have
Yeah,
no
I
answer.
have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not even sure.
Come on, guys. I'll buy you
You know
drinks
it's
for the
going to
rest
be
of the
really.
year.
You know it's going to be really dumb. You
No.
know it's going to be very, very dumb.
Because the 6th one ducked.
What?
Are we supposed to laugh? I don't even get
I
it.
don't even get it.
You're still, these are going over our heads.
I don't even get it.
5
This
men
is what.
walked
Let
into
me explain to you something. When you're
It's
on a hammock,
bar. A metal bar. I didn't say what kind of a bar it was. And the 6th guy ducked. Come on, guys.
Got it, got it.
that is so bad.
Even we have people commenting saying, "Huh?" Someone said he's in a wheelchair.
Huh?
I bet you're all gonna.
Right. Even Lisa
Wheelchair is
said-
a good one.
Well, why are you so loud there all of a sudden? Lisa said, what? Huh?
The 6 was not standing.
Yeah. By the way, the 6 was not standing. Duane almost got it. Lady Jody wanted to know, can someone travel to the next state if they are not in status? Well, you're traveling at your own risk. So we're done with our questions here. It's the end of the Friday. There's going to be no more USA immigration link for the week. We'll be back on Monday. David Moreno, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
He's a fantastic attorney. God forbid you run into a problem with criminal defense. Somebody, we always say if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, sometimes you're in the right place at the right time. Because you know what? Even people who do something wrong deserve good criminal defense. There was a perfect example of being in the right place at the right time where this guy may or may not have been driving under the influence, but the police weren't able, and the district attorney obviously weren't able to prove it. And that's why you have good criminal defense attorneys. It's not, it's about what can be proven in court. So it was a very good job, David. And the telephone number to save our number. If you don't want to make an appointment right now, it should be saved. It's 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Squeeze, I'm going to let you have the last word.
I just wanted to say to the listening public and everywhere, a rumor has it that another sponsor is coming to the show sometime in April where taxes are concerned. So hopefully,
What?
rumor
I'm not
has it.
signing any more contracts.
Rumor has it
No
that
more,
people
no
who are actually owe a lot of taxes that they're going to get some help. So I heard that rumor. It's just a rumor. I don't know how true it is. So
Same guy who told you that I Vladimir Putin the.
Oh yeah, David. If you had to pick one or the other, Vladimir Putin or Agent Orange,
No comment.
he's staying out of all of it.
Really?
Smart.
Or Margaret Thatcher. We'll give you a third one.
Who's that?
That's Donald Trump. You don't listen to the show.
Gotcha.
Agent Orange is what we call Donald Trump.
Well, the answer is definitely not Trump.
No. All right. All right.
I see the same
1-800-529-5465. Little Nicky, I'll have you have the last word.
Have a nice weekend, everyone.
Thank you. That sounds good. All right. Let's do this.
Present the LawLink.
Oh, wrong thing. Wrong.
There we go.
The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LawLink. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LawLink. That's 1-800-529-5465.